ragi sevai. There will be a panivaragu, patani, poto, upma, kodakatai, and we make it look real. So when you see that, then you may pick up that packet of panivaragu because it looks possible. And we always tell them this is not a big adjustment. Today, if I just change it, you wouldn't know it. We sometimes keep a bisibela bath in the store. People think it's made of rice. It's made of kudravali. Till I say so, nobody's even going to know. So I think that is getting crossed. But people do worry about how do you make it happen that the whole family likes it and all that. That is where we started our journey into making foods that are liked by everybody. We began actually, one of our first items was a thinai ribbon pakoda, then we made some kudravali murukku, and the Indian snacks were our first testing ground. Then we started making a lot of Indian sweets as well. We have a ragi Mysore pak and we have many things which ride on these millets. And then we shifted away a little bit and added other things. Now we have a ragi raisin and cinnamon bread. We have a thinai and rosemary bread and things which are a fusion maybe, things which are globally even acceptable. So this is no longer somebody who's just wanting to add millets. Anybody who wants to have a good bread should be able to pick this up. That is where those two echelons of, what shall I say, food manufacturing, I would still keep them unnegotiable. As long as it is tasty, the health aspect of it, to me, is not even separate from the word food. To say food and health itself is to separate one from the other as though it is an option. And sometimes the word healthy itself appears as though it is unlikable. I think when, as a food industry, we remove that fear, all the processing and other back-end efforts must finally come to fruition. People must be able to take something home. And it is in the hands of the end product maker to make that palatable. He was talking about how difficult Dr. Bala was saying about the gluten-free rotis. We have wonderful roti mixes. It's made of kambu and ragi and jowar. And Nana Varuma is again the fear. So we actually make it. I am on the phone with my customers almost the whole day, however impractical it looks. People will actually stare me at the stove and call me. இப்போ எப்படி பண்ணுறது, வந்துட்டே சரியா வருமா, so many things. இல்லை நீங்கள் ஒரே தடவை பண்ணி பாருங்களேன். That little bridge we constantly build. Then one day you get it right and everybody at home. And we always advise people, don't apologize for it. இது கம்பில் பண்ணியிருக்கேன் சாப்பிட்டு பாருன்னு, don't give it to your child. Just give it, that's all. Once you apologize for it, you create that hesitation. I think we are on a good track here. It is so nice to see all the efforts for the back end. As a person who is looking for raw material all the time, I am glad that there are more people who are going to give it to us. It takes that was an effort 2 years ago. Today it is a little easier. So as value-added products, we feel that this is the most versatile. It seems to lend itself to any cuisine, to any interpretation. I think literally your imagination is the limit. With all the puffs and flakes and so many varieties of textures that come in. In fact, we're introducing a whole new line of granola. People want a healthy breakfast. But if you look at the average granola packet, it's not just oats. There'll be so much of sugar, there are additives, there is color. There are a million things that take away all that the oats or other things might have brought in. And secondly, why oats? It's not even a native crop. We have brilliant crops in India. So we always repackage and reinvent, and we find that these new methods of processing it, the new textures that they're able to give, each of that adds a whole new realm of possibility to whatever we are doing. Where was I? Yes. So I think I'm really going to now, for the respect of time, cut short many of the things that I wanted to say. But I think we will just encapsulate it that finally, millets have empowered one thought process. When there is a word, food, future food trends, and I feel the trends are not transient changes that go away tomorrow. They are not like fads in this case. I think it is the rise of your conscious consumption, so to speak. It is the rise of the proactive consumer. People in our stores, really it will be like an exam to stand in my store. What is this made of? What did you actually do? What did you put? What did you do? They do not want a compromise. They need the transparency. And we're very happy to do that. Including the sugar that we use. We never use anything white, that's it. We use only palm sugar and millet, and it's in the packaging of it. We make a brownie with it. We have something called a kauni brownie made with kauni arisi and kudravali. Children will have served it for their birthdays. No apologies. We have a jowar and brown rice cake that we make, birthday cakes. Absolutely nothing else. It's made with palm sugar and everything, but no apologies. It will look fine.